Citizens' Initiative calls for dissolution of Elokapina as organized criminal group. Finland to establish NATO Army Command Branch in Mikkeli. Businessman suspects selling red dye used in Elokapina's parliament protest. Vandalism damages popular skateparks and Pumptrack circuits in Finnish cities. A citizens' initiative demanding the dissolution of the environmental movement Elokapina and labeling it as an organized criminal group has gathered 50,000 signatures. In the petition, the initiator calls not only for the cessation of Elokapina's activities but also for criminalizing the funding of illegal activities associated with the organization. Elokapina held a protest in Helsinki on September 27, 2024. By the end of the day, police ordered the protesters to leave the area in front of the Parliament House due to violations of the law. Police detained 74 individuals who did not comply with the order to leave Mannerheimen Street. The initiative will be submitted to Parliament if 50,000 signatures are collected within 6 months of its launch. The decision to dissolve organizations falls under the jurisdiction of the courts. Current laws prohibit the funding of illegal activities. Elokapina is a prominent environmental movement in Finland, but it has caused controversy due to protests disrupting traffic and public life. On Friday, Finland's defense minister, Antti Hakkarainen, announced the establishment of a NATO Army Command Branch in Mikkeli. This decision was made because Mikkeli already hosts Finland's army headquarters, facilitating cooperation between the Finnish army and NATO. The new branch will operate under NATO's command in Norfolk, with Finland taking a leadership role. Hakkarainen stated that the branch would enhance NATO's operational capability in the Nordic region, particularly in land operations. The decision strengthens security not only for Finland but for the entire Nordic area. The branch is expected to start operations next year with staff from various countries. Mikkeli hopes NATO's presence will bring economic growth to the region, although experts suggest the impact may not be as significant as anticipated. Construction of the branch will begin soon, and the final decision will be made at NATO's 2025 Defense Ministers meeting. Businessman Henri Rovaniemi suspects that he sold red dye used to deface the columns of the Parliament House to Elokapina. The transaction took place on Monday, and the incident occurred on Wednesday. He stated that a large quantity of red powder, about 50 liters, was purchased from him. Rovaniemi claimed he was unaware of the intended use at the time of sale and believes sellers are not responsible for how their products are used. "It's like a hardware store selling hammers, they can be used for anything," he said. Despite this, he did not view Elokapina's actions as severe since no one was harmed. The color can be washed off clothing, but it may be more challenging to remove from concrete surfaces. Elokapina has not yet commented on the source of the dye. Vandalism is damaging popular recreational areas such as Pumptrack circuits and skateparks in cities like Joensuu, Kontiolahti, and Vaasa. Many skaters expressed frustration after the newly built track in Joensuu was damaged by electric scooters and motorcycles, leaving holes in the asphalt. Aleksi Mertikainen, a regular skater, said the small holes are dangerous for skaters, especially those using boards with smaller wheels. The vandalism mostly occurs in secluded areas, making it hard to monitor. Repairs will be costly and inconvenient for the public. Martias Hiltunen, another skater, filed a police report and provided information on the vandals' identities. These play areas were created for community enjoyment but are being ruined by thoughtless individuals, depriving others of a healthy space for recreation. Many economists believe that Finland's government's €9 billion budget cuts are justified. A survey showed that 3 out of 4 experts think the scale of these measures fits the current economic situation. While public discourse has raised concerns over the magnitude of the cuts, the reality shows that the government has acted promptly. Some experts doubt the efficiency of these measures, emphasizing that some decisions may not yield the expected savings. They also warned that cuts in public spending could negatively impact economic growth, especially in a recession. However, others argue that if the economy recovers, the budget cuts are necessary to curb public debt and maintain financial stability in the future. Reports indicate that Russian research vessels have moved suspiciously in the Nordic seas more than 50 times since Russia's invasion of Ukraine on February 24, 2022. These vessels conducted underwater surveys in the Baltic and North Seas, but their real purpose was allegedly to spy on infrastructure in the region. One research ship, Yevgeny Gorygledjin, made unusually slow movements 54 times in the waters of countries surrounding the Baltic Sea. Several media outlets from countries like the Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, Norway, Sweden, and the UK coordinated efforts to track over 72 ships across 400 journeys. Many of these belong to Russian special task forces. The ships were reportedly equipped with advanced technology capable of operating at depths of thousands of meters. An old building in Lahti, Kulmar, is facing issues with no heating or hot water, leaving residents and tenants in difficult situations. The building was transferred to JHE Real Estate Investment Company 2 years ago, with plans for investment and renovation, but the projects have yet to be realized. The building is now being foreclosed because the real estate company failed to repay a €1.7 million loan to Estateguru, an Estonian finance company. Police are also investigating financial fraud allegations involving JHE's owner. This situation has rendered the building nearly unusable, severely affecting tenants' living conditions. Estateguru stated they are working to restore the heating system before winter. Experts are concerned about the formation of a cash monopoly in Finland, as only a few companies are responsible for cash supply nationwide. Currently, 3 companies handle cash transportation, processing, and distribution in Finland: Loomis, Nokas, and Ryler. However, this September, Loomis's position will be further strengthened. With Nokas's ATMs at S Group stores being removed, Loomis will replace them with auto ATMs, increasing its number to over 1,500. This raises concerns that Loomis may become the sole entity controlling cash in Finland. A similar situation has occurred in several European countries, including Sweden, where Loomis has dominated cash handling and transportation for the past 4 years. This concentration could increase costs for businesses and consumers as cash becomes less accessible. Yesterday afternoon, a large fire broke out in the Poikkolaire area of Rovaniemi, severely damaging a private house. The Lapin Fire Department received the report around 3 p.m. and quickly dispatched multiple units to the scene. Due to the thick smoke emanating from the fire, a danger alert was issued for the surrounding area. The alert was lifted after 6 p.m., but firefighting efforts continued. According to the Lapin Fire Department, the fire started in the garage of the house. With an area of over 100 square meters, the house suffered severe damage, and many sections had to be demolished to control the blaze. A caravan parked in the yard was also completely burned. At the time of the incident, there were people inside the house, but fortunately, no one was injured. Lapin police are currently investigating the cause of the fire. Matti Kusalaar, one of Finland's most famous journalists, became emotional while discussing the difficulties in his career. He revealed that he stopped eating and sleeping after colleagues turned against him due to a scandal involving fabricated information in several articles. The incident began when Kusalaar published his autobiography this spring, in which he admitted to embellishing details in some articles. Aamulehti removed 607 of Kusalaar's articles from its website after discovering at least 30 with fabricated content. Despite the criticism, Kusalaar said he felt no shame and was proud of what he had written. He advised young journalists to think carefully before entering the profession, as modern journalism often causes mental strain due to the rise of clickbait and character smearing reporting. Many parents in Finland are pushing their children into music lessons unnecessarily. However, there are alternative teaching methods that can encourage children to engage with music more positively. According to music journalist Kar Eskoler, children's interest is sparked by preparing for performances with friends rather than learning basic, repetitive lessons. A new teaching method called smart pedagogy, derived from Kaustinen's vibrant folk music culture, allows children of all skill levels to practice and perform together. This approach helps children feel they are creating real music, not just learning theory. With the guidance of professional musicians, smart pedagogy has prevented many teens from quitting music lessons. While the method has proven effective, its success depends on enthusiastic teachers and a suitable learning environment. Music schools and teaching centers need to reconsider their approaches to foster a passion for music among children.